All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3. Shedding the tackle. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
A nice little juke. Still shedding tackles. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch 35, watch 35.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to offer mine. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gone! Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This will be taken short.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent Murphy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone, 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 gone.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, Jackson. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Allen Hurns, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Detroit! Detroit! Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Hey, number 8's coming.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't an...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
4 down. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out for Hearns. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
3 down. 3 down. Hey. You got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jack Doyle from 3 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Catanzero's kick is right through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And tough going there as he'll. They'll only get it up to about the 31. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go play action now. Jackson. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey. 4 down. Hot! 46, Mike, 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for the Bills, 53 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Sims. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He can't bring it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gun! 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 Now let's go! 319! 319!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Lucky 56!
Operating from the gun. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. Nice move at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
got you now, Barney. Barney.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Right,
Clock running
56.
under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Alone to the right is Jones. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Sims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun!
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Earlier in the game, they faced a 19-point deficit. Now here they are with a chance to take the lead on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Sims on the run. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? making the comeback, and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.